I want her to do me the honor of introducing herself.
Hello, my name is Chef Woe Easy Omar. We go way back, City Boy Times. It's just an honor to be on the platform. I've come a long way from the hood to where I'm at now, and I'm thankful that people were able to see me come from where I came from to where I'm at. So, thank you.
I'm honored to have been on the path because we've shared a lot of great conversations as well. But food was the one thing that we touched base on, but we never had like a one-on-one to talk about it. I didn't know about your skills until like a couple of years ago. Like I believe you made the page, right? The Block Eats, right? And I'm like, we never spoke about food. Like I love food. So I want you to let the people know what motivated you just to start the food, making food, post like what motivated you?
Coming from my background, my mother's always been a cook, God bless her. So, I just come from a family of people who love language was food. And most of the time, where we come from, we're kind of taught like that's not a good thing or it could be unhealthy. But as long as you do anything you do in moderation, I think is always cool. But realistically, that's where my motivation comes from. But just growing up where I grew up at, I come from Laurel in 187, and I had all type of friends: Yugoslavians, Albanians, Hispanics, Dominicans, you name it, Mexicans. Everybody has food in common. It doesn't matter your language, where you come from. Everybody likes to eat, and that's normally what ties people together. Where we kind of, oh, I don't eat that, or something might not be familiar to you, but as you come into your age or if you're inquisitive enough, you be asking questions and it leads you down a path like me where you wind up going, well, let me taste that, let me try that. Why y'all put that in there? And here I am 20 something later, still in love with cooking, still in love with learning new culture and things of that nature. So it's dope.
What is your favorite dish to make? We're gonna start off with that. What is your favorite dish? What is your go-to like that? You're like, yes, this is what I want to make.
Two dish. Um, I would say chili. I'm a chili girl. Uh, yeah, I would go chili. If you're gonna ask go to dish, I would go chili.
What's the most difficult dish that you have that it's like complicated, but you can still do it, not taking away from your skills, but that takes time and it's kind of challenging for you.
Um, just wanting to learn different techniques. So like French cuisine, I wanted to know what makes it what it is. So learning the techniques, I want to say more than anything, because to cook, to have a flavor profile is one thing, but to be able to go as a black girl that comes from the Bronx, never been to France, I can make you a lot of stuff that comes from France, and I know how to source the ingredients and things like that. So I would say more technique.
Have you ever thought about opening up your own business, like a restaurant? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about opening up your own business? Yeah, like a restaurant.
Yeah, like in the beginning, I knew like that would be so overwhelming just because I wanted to learn more. Like most people that taste your food and go, "Oh, you should open a restaurant," but learning the ins and outs, talking to people that run restaurants. At first, I didn't want to, but now the main goal is a brick and mortar.
Okay, so that's not it's not in your like the future for you to open up a restaurant.
Now it is.
Oh my God. Do you have like an idea? Do you envision like where is it, in the Bronx? Is it outside of New York? Where would it be for you?
in the Bronx. Like, in
Oh,
order for me to be able to do what I want to do and share it with the people that would understand it the most, it would have to be
okay. And what would be the theme of your restaurant? What would I know you have a theme. I know you always have a plan.
home. Like, most of us come from people, their kitchens felt good. The living rooms felt good when they get you a plate of food. You would be able to sit on the couch or sit at the table, and it felt right. So the thing would be home. It's not necessarily gonna look like you walking in your grandma or your mom's crib, but it's gonna feel like that. So the theme would more or less be home, like pictures, street signs, things like that. Like, you know how, like, when you go to Little Italy and you go into some of these restaurants, it is gonna have that type of feel, but with a soul, with more, a little bit more soul.
Given like the mom and pop feeling, like something that your mom, your pop, your grandfather, your grandmother would make for you. Something like that, that type of vibe when they walk into your restaurant.
It's gonna have a mom and pop feel, but more of a fine dining vibe.
Okay. If where we come from, if you have any advice from where we come from, what would you give those people that are still stuck in their ways and don't want to pursue their dreams because they're scared of what others may think? What would you say to them, knowing where me and you both come from the same place, the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx? What would you tell those people that are scared to pursue their dream?
Keep it, to dream. Period. First off, I was where, in the Bronx, where we from. People will tell you fast, "Oh, you can't do that. Don't do that. How you gonna do that?" And they take your dreams from you. First, enjoy the dream. But most of all, what I would say to somebody is write it down. Even if you got to get something as small as this, walk around with this and a pen, and anything that comes to mind, just write it down. I'm telling you, brother, like, you already knew the game plan because you've been on it for a while. But, like, I feel like a lot of times that discourages a lot of people, just having to go, oh, I gotta keep a pen and paper. Even if you want to start small, everybody got their phone. Everybody's phone, you could put notes. Start there. I tell people, start with the baby steps. Don't feel like, oh, because we live in this social media time and I can see you, you can see me, I got to be doing what you're doing. No. Do what your heart tells you to do. However you're led, lead. But don't sit there a follower. Like, following what other people do is not gonna get you where you want to be. If you're happy and that feels good, work toward that. But if you feel like the people you're around aren't building you up, you should kind of get away from that too, because that's another thing we come from that keeps us down. You can dream the dream. You could probably even share the dream with the people you with, but if the people that keep telling you, "Oh, nah, you can't do that. How you do that?" You're gonna have to change your environment. So get around that are like-minded, other dreamers, other people that see the vision, or even just be supportive of the vision, even if they can't get it.
I think I'm gonna sum up what you said. Envy. It's a lot of envy amongst the people, and I posted this the other day. I was like, people that love you, your friends and your family, will claim that they want you. Yes, do it. Follow your dreams. But low key, they want to see you down in the dirt and they're envious of your success. People rather see you in the dirt than see you shining bright like a star. They prefer to see you in the dirt. And envy is something that we all been through. Even in the position that you're in now, I bet you there's a lot of people that follow you that envy what you're doing because people envy peace. People see how you have peace in your life, and they envy that because they don't have that themselves. I see the peace that you have. I see the love and the peace that you have when you cook, the way you talk, what you post. I can tell that you're in a position in your life that you're like, I'm unbothered. And that bothers people that you're unbothered. People want to see you wild out, curse, do this, do that, or F the world, F them. That's what brings views. Me and you having a civilized conversation will never bring views. They want us to be on opposite ends. They want us to fight and argue. Because I bet you, if we go on Instagram Live right now and we start arguing with each other, we'll have 100 people in there instigating and cheering up. Yeah, 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 yeah. But if we sit here giving advice, giving like lessons, talking from experience, talking from the heart, nobody cares about that because people don't want to follow their dreams no more. That's what it is. Well, they don't want to follow their dreams. There is no dreams. You know what the dreams are? Let me be on the block all day. Let me just chill. I don't care about no dreams. People don't travel. People don't want to explore the world. The world's such a big place. And where we live at is this small. Is this small on the map. And the world is this big. This big. You've only experienced this much of the world. Like I don't understand. I don't know how you feel about that. How do you feel about what I just said right about just traveling, getting out of like your comfort zone?
uh it's easier said than done, but when you're able to, like, you're not far from where you grew up at. The difference is you're able to see things differently, you feel differently. Like, even just like as simple as you getting up in the morning and doing your coffee shot. You could do that on a block, but I guarantee you, then you got 18 other people that want to do the exact same thing you're doing because they see you doing it, not because they're excited for you. They're gonna build up. They're gonna build you up a share that you're doing it. No, they'll sit there and go, "Oh, if he could do it, I could do it," which is true. You wasn't thinking about doing it until you saw me do it. So the simplicity of what you asked me is, getting out your comfort zone is amazing. It's scary, but amazing. When you actually able to grasp what you're doing, it's dope.
It is. It is. And what really bothers me is I've seen your page. Your page is the food page that I've seen from the people that I know from back in the Bronx. You know how many people now I see trying to do the same thing, a food page? I feel like did they just take a page out of Woe's book? Because I've never seen y'all a day in y'all life cook. All of a sudden now y'all want to cook. It's the thing with our. This is what's wrong with our people. Why are you trying to take shine away from the sister? So just support her, work together, see if y'all can collab on something and shine together. But no, everybody wants to outshine and outdo you instead of supporting you. That's why when I see things if I can support you, people think that supporting is money. No, put
No,
Woe's menu on the story.
and
Put
that part, as long as I've been doing this, I've been telling people like, yo, just pull up on me. I just want you to taste my food. Come try my food. And not even just for the clicks and the bait, but being that most people, that's what they comfortable doing anyway. Just try to. In the process, you're gonna try the food. You're gonna love the food, but then you're gonna want to tell other people about the food. And it's just an accidental thing. I'm not looking for people like uh the big influencers that are running around on social media. I want my people to be able to get in on the ground floor where they able to go, wow, I had an experience. Like, most of the things that I do are an experience. They're not just, oh yeah, I'm selling you a plate or I'm selling you a platter. I'm selling you an experience. Like, I come set up for you. 9 times out of 10, it'll be some type of tableware, table playlist, just ambiance. It's more than, oh yeah, somebody came and they bring me some basic food that I see on Instagram, even though that's where most people are at. They want to eat what everybody eating, and I'm cool with that. I don't charge what everybody else charges though. Most people are sourcing food in a real whack way, and being able to go to the butcher and the fishmonger and talk to these people about what's good quality and what's not good quality costs a little more, but it's so worth it. Like, to be able to educate my people, that and the fact that I've been a coordinator of a community garden on Creston for the last 3 years, so growing my produce is different. Like, just to be able to go, all right, cool. If I want to make you a tomato sauce, I'm making it from my garden. I grow the tomatoes, I grow the basil, everything that goes into it, and I'm able to give it to you, and you comfortable put giving that to your baby, letting me taste that. You're not going, oh, I'm giving him some crap out of the ground. And that's a whole nother conversation for another
Which we
day.
are
But
gonna
I do
have because
all
this
of
is not
that.
the last
All of
time.
that.
This is not the last time. And if you're okay with that, I would like for us to go live one day and not tell us your secrets, but I want to have an experience on live because I'm gonna have it in person. But I want to have it on live with you that you're cooking, you're doing your thing. I want people to see you doing your thing, if that's okay with
Oh,
you.
yeah, we could definitely do that.
We could set some time, and I want to see how you do your thing because I'm always intrigued by cooking because I know the basics, but I know ask. We've had conversations of how to make things. I've asked you 21 questions. It's not about being annoying. If you don't ask questions, you ain't never gonna
And
learn
you see, I don't
nothing.
have no.
Because you see, I'm genuinely trying to learn. I'm not being annoying. These questions are legitimate questions. Now, if I'm asking you a question about some dumb stuff, then you're gonna be like, brother, I don't have time for that. Like, I have my own time. But if I'm asking you about cooking, I know that you respectfully gonna be like, yeah, this, do that, buy this, buy, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because you gotta learn from the people that know. Because if you don't learn from the people you know, you ain't never gonna learn yourself. If you learn from basic people, you're gonna do basic stuff. Simple as that.
Right,
But I want to learn from somebody like you that shows love, shows love. You know what you're doing. You love what you do. You put a smile on your face when you cook. And that's what motivates me to ask you 21 questions about cooking. And I know you have a Valentine's Day menu coming up as well, right?
yes.
I'm gonna try my best to go meet up with you when you have the time and you got me with them chicken. I think the chicken and waffle bites. You got me with that. I'm a chicken and waffle guy. It's the southern in me. I just love the chicken and waffles. I have to meet up with you and we're gonna go live again. Like I said, this is not the last time. I have so many like plans for you that I'm bombarding you with my plans right now. But I want the people to see
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it.
what happens behind the scenes with Chef Woe, the before and after. I want the people to like really tune in, and we're gonna make a thing out of this. We're gonna make a definitely thing
Not
out of this. If you can tell,
I'm excited. I can't wait. Like at the end of the day, I feel like as people, if we can share culture, we can share a plate, we can share conversation. It breaks barriers because a lot of times, like as you know, we always have jokes, cultural jokes,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
where we come from, most people don't understand. Like they be like, "Oh, that sounds racist," and I'm like, "No. If you have these people in family or you been raised around people, you know it's all love. But the difference is I done broke bread with you. I done broke bread with plenty of different people where the conversations be different.
mm-hmm,
And this is the one thing I tell people, like to sit down, like coming from we come from, the era I come from, to sit down with people and break bread is different. You don't
mm-hmm.
never break bread with somebody and then be comfortable in the back. Times are different, so everybody got a different view on that. I get it, but this is why there's so much influence in food these days. There's some kid that can come from Jersey and tell you about food on Jerome. Meanwhile, I live in Allentown and I couldn't tell you about a lot of the food on Jerome.
You
And
know
it's
what?
not no,
That's sad, and
not
you're
no
right.
shade. Like I've tried some of the food just because I see it and I'm like, well, what's the in it? But then when I see these people are charging Instagram prices and some of the food just ain't hitting, no shade, no names, but it's crazy because these influencers have people believing a thing while the people that are really behind the scenes doing real big things and real things, nobody's talking about it. So I really, again, I want to thank you just for even having this conversation.
I just want to keep it real. Not only if I keep it real with strangers, I'm gonna keep it real with my people. Yeah, yeah, my people. If I'm not keeping it real with you, I'm not a real person. And I'm the type of person with food. I'm not gonna fake and be like yummy for the views. Nah, no, 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 no. Because I'm not like that. I wasn't taught to be fake. If something is not good, you can. It's not what you say; is how you say it. You can say it in
How you say it.
you got to say it in the most tender manner. You ain't gonna be like, your food sucks, Joe. Get that plate. No, pull them to the side. And be like, listen, you could have done this. You could have done that. It needed a little salt. Still ate it. It was good. But I'm not one of these people with a lot of followers that's gonna go somewhere and be like, oh, it's good. No, I'm gonna be honest. Whether you pay, like not you, I'm saying restaurants because I've done it before. Whether they pay me or not, I'm gonna be honest with how I feel. Your money does not contribute to how I feel about your food. You can give me $1,000, and if your food is crap, it's crap. I don't care if you gave me $1,000 because I'm not gonna lie to myself. One thing that I like, if I'm gonna pay money for food, I want the food to be good. I don't care how much I pay for a steak. I'll pay $100 for a steak. But if you burn it and you char it and you leave it unflavored, I'm never coming back to your restaurant again and I'm gonna complain. I'm going to give you a 1-star review. I am that person. I am very like I don't play with food because I was brought up with good food. My mom and my grandmother always made good food. And I can honestly say that I was bougie when it came to food because I had good food all the time. And I expect that when I go to a restaurant. My palate does not change. And I know you feel the same way, especially cooking at home. You're not about to go to a restaurant and be like, well, it don't taste good, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Of course you gotta say something. That's how cooks get better. But a lot of people don't know how to take criticism, and that's the problem nowadays. Me? I cook I didn't do no, I cannot believe that. I don't care what you believe. Your work speaks for itself. Don't be mad when I'm telling you
Exactly.
your work sucks.
And like you said, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And you're not somebody that's going somewhere looking for a payday to insult somebody. You're going for the food. Hey, if you get paid in the process, why not? But if the food isn't up to par, definitely going to tell you how you could be better so that this way the next person doesn't take your money and then shit all over your restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what's
Mm-hmm.
happening a lot these days. It'll be one influencer that'll come, the food, oh, this is amazing, it has the best flavor, they have servers, and then people will come, get the worst service, the food is lackluster, and the chef is an asshole, for lack of better. And most people then, when they get in the bad Yelp reviews, or for most people don't even care about Yelp anymore. They go on Instagram. Their
Mm-hmm.
Instagram page comments is crazy. Nobody's eating there, and it's sad, but very real. And a lot of times, even down to now, like where people want to eat good so bad, they're comfortable eating from people's house. And I tell people like, yo, what you see on Instagram been doing for years. The difference is I'm not one that's trying to make it hot. I come from the hood, so when people start to notice that you are, are making money from your house, they instantly go, "You selling drugs."
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
before somebody try to, oh, this, I explain it. I invite people. I share with people in my building, so this way people understand. Oh, nah, what she does is legal, and she's by the book. I got a food handlers certificates, so I'm not just going. Oh yeah, let me just go sell some food because I see everybody else doing it on
No,
Instagram.
you're legit.
I
You're legit. So when they come to you, you can show paperwork. You can show everything. You're taking
absolutely,
courses, hygiene courses. You know how to put the hygiene in because people think that it's just food. No, it's also how you clean up your kitchen, and that's why a lot of restaurants fail: the cleanup of their kitchen. Because there's a lot of chefs that make good food, but how's your walk-in? Does your
in
walk-in
a
look
dirty
good?
kitchen,
Yeah. Do you clean the grease off the top and the bottom? Your fryers? Do you take out the oil from your fryers? Things like that. And I'm just a basic. I'm not even a chef, and I know these things.
how are you disposing of this oil? Because a lot of these restaurants, a lot of people don't realize it wanting to dispose of that oil that they use.
Gotta
So a lot
recycle
of
it.
these places, they put it on the sidewalk, or they put it somewhere else where it's someone else's problem. So if these people are comfortable disposing of oil like that, what else would they do to shortchange you as a customer? Because your money pays for that service. So if they not willing to pay, what else are they not willing to pay for? And this is a
And
lot of time.
yeah, it's horrible because I'm gonna let you finish, but I have two experiences that I want to share with you, and you as a chef, give me your opinion because it's like I close my eyes because I just remember that day. I felt so disgusted. I felt so disgusted. There was one time that I went to a restaurant and they tried to sell me a steak, a frozen steak, frozen. It was frozen. I know it was frozen for a fact, and I know it was put in a microwave. No, I know it was put in a microwave because the middle was dead stone cold cold. When your food is cold in the middle, it's been microwaved. Okay. I know that it was microwaved because you know the difference between putting it on a grill, evenly heats everything, and putting it. The guy tried to charge me $50. I'm like, I know that you put it in a microwave. I don't know who puts steak in a microwave. You're cutting corners. Cutting corners ain't gonna get you nowhere. You're taking away from the steak. Once you freeze something and you microwave it, and then that's it. The quality's gone. Everything is gone. Microwave sucks. Like you cannot put anything in a microwave. It takes away from the quality of your food. And I'm sitting there like you're trying to play me for a fool. And this happened to me because I listened to an influencer years ago. I'm not gonna say the name or the restaurant, but I chose to listen to an influencer on Instagram. Bamboozled me. The restaurant and the influencer bamboozled me. They tricked me. Never again. Never again. That's why I said I don't believe some of these influencers that go on Instagram. Think it's so yummy. Oh my God, I paid $1,000. Yeah, but I'd rather go to you. First of all, you're my people. I gotta support you. I feel like I have to support you because you're my people. And two, I see the pictures of your food. Presentation is everything. You can tell it. You can tell people if the presentation ain't good, I'm not gonna eat it, and you know that. You, as somebody that cooks, knows that. If I just throw meat and vegetables and just throw it on there, are you gonna eat it? No. So I'm not letting these influences bamboozle me anymore. So
But see what you said, like I said it before you did, and for you to tell me this story, I feel bad as a chef. But realistically, this is the problem. And I posted something on my page today, and I think it's really funny that we even having this conversation. This chef, I forget his name. He's an older guy, and I follow him because he gives like the best like chef advice. And he goes, I wish we could go back to having actual food critics, people that took the time to learn like the different techniques and why and what makes these food good, rather than having a bunch of influencers that enjoy eating, but literally 2 years ago all you was eating was McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. And now because you can actually afford to go to some of these restaurants, now everything is delicious and most of this food is crap. And like you said, people like you that's literally taking these people for their word, you're going, oh, all right, I go to this spot and now you getting bamboozled for a microwave steak. That's horrible.
the same thing
But
with
this is
burgers.
like,
Pe-
and
pe-
this is
pe- People cut corners with burgers too. There's not a lot of places that make a burger the genuine way. You know this. You know this. Everything is frozen nowadays. People cut corners because they want everything fast and cheap. And that's not the like you was telling me earlier. You go to your garden and that takes time. And if it doesn't take time, it takes money. Healthy organic food, it costs money to do all of that, what you're doing. Money is your time. A lot of people ain't gonna do that. There's people that live on the water that will never go to a fish to get a fish from the water or shrimp for they'd rather get it frozen. I'm like in my mind, I'm like, how the water is right there. Literally, you're on
right
the
there.
water.
Right.
How are you giving me frozen shrimp, frozen this, frozen that, when you can just pay the fishermen? They out there 3, 4 in the morning. By the time you wake up, it's already in the fish market.
You got fish right there at your door in your cooler.
And you talking about no? I'd rather go get it from the freezer, bro. Why? Like
No, the first thing they'll tell you, Omar, I don't got time.
you don't got
And like,
time. So
oh,
then why you in the restaurant business?
soon as you see those Uber fees and those DoorDash fees and the taxes and all of that, that's a whole nother meal. So I really be in awe in the times that we live in between that and the horrible restaurants, the horrible influences. They're messing up food for a lot of people, and it just really sucks because food is such a connector. It's a major connector where if I didn't know you. and I was outside and I had my grill out and I had some stuff on the grill and you walk past, that would instantly be a conversation piece because you'd be like, wow, what's that? And then
What's that
I tell
smell?
you, wow. I'm like, you want to taste it? Because I'm just going to give it to you because if you look interested, I guarantee you once you taste it, you'll be interested. And it goes from there. And then the conversation just flows and goes. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the nature that I come from. I come from a hustling nature.
Mm-hmm.
That in the hustling, you always make sure the people are taken care of, where they're gonna come back. So that's
Yeah.
my logic. Food. If I give you some fire food, you're gonna come back. And you might come back with two or three people just because the food was so fire or the experience was so fire.
I could be your free marketing. I could be your marketing. Like if I like your food, I'm gonna tell, for example, I'm gonna tell my wife, I'm gonna tell my friend, I'm gonna tell a cousin. That cousin gonna tell somebody, my wife gonna tell somebody, my friend gonna tell somebody. You already got six people already knowing about your business. That's free
Like
marketing.
yeah,
That's it. So you got six people that could be six potential customers. People think that it's just views. It ain't all about the views because if you can't get dollar signs out those views and out your plates,
does
then
not
you're not making no
matter.
money. You're not making no money. You could get 100,000 views. How much money did you make out of those 100,000 views? Did people buy your merch? Did people buy your food? Zero. So what are you there for? What are you doing with your life? Wasting your own time. Views needs to equal money. You got it down pack. Free marketing. Even here, taste this. Here, a little sample here. That's it. You got marketing right there. You gonna have somebody come back. And I was gonna tell you, you got to start making your YouTube channel. You got to start getting on YouTube. You got to start cooking and flexing your dishes on YouTube. I'll be your first subscriber. I'm gonna be your first subscriber. You got to do it. You're so talented. Open up your YouTube channel. Block Eats on YouTube. You got the name, and then
Yeah,
start going
absolutely.
live. And start
I
going
like
live.
it's
Start putting
so like,
videos.
content has always been so difficult for me because it's like, oh, I'm a regular person, so a lot of times it's like getting to the set. I got to make sure the set is good. Like
Hmm.
even down to this conversation, like I'm a regular person, so I had mad shit behind me before we got on the call. I had to clean up and make sure everything is good. So for me, normally my kitchen is the space that I don't have that worry. I can go in my kitchen and I'm good. Now, mind you, if I took you in there right now, I got lights, I got this, I got that.
It's
It's
a
just
vibe.
about
It's a vibe. Your
when I
kitchen
get
is
in
a
the
vibe.
kitchen, I get in the kitchen. It's just about food. It's not about the content, and I have to make it more about the content as well as the food.
And I'm here to help you. You could buy one of these. It's so like you could buy one of these and put it in your kitchen. $10 on Amazon. One of these little bad boys, and you put it in your stove. You put it somewhere where it's safe. Of course, safety first. And you could just put your phone like this and forget about that the phone exists and just do your thing. Do your thing. Look at my boy Anson. Just do your thing. I think that your YouTube channel will blow up. If you do it, it'll blow up. It'll definitely blow
I
up.
appreciate.
And
It's
I'm
just
gonna.
the fact that a lot of times I be in my head about things, and when I've been doing this for a while, this cooking thing, like content has never been like something that I focus on. As you know, I take pictures of the food and I'll
Mhm.
keep it moving because I'm already like most people. I don't know how most people's thing goes, but normally I'll do something, and in that picture I see where I could have did something different. Now I'm working on the recipe again, on my plating again, where it's just not about the content. So now I gotta put that down and go, all right, I gotta focus on this content, edit the content, make sure it gets out because sometimes I could do the content and just don't get it out there. So I appreciate the pep talk because, like I said, I be needing that because I get in my head about this and it's not that serious. Like you said, just set up the camera and go.
And forget about that it's there because the content you are the content and your food is the content and it's like you create content every day by cooking. That's it. Your content is right there. Literally, it's just doing this and forgetting about it because you doing this, mixing this. That's your content. That's what you do on a daily. What you do on a daily. It's just now the difference is you have a phone in front of you, but just make believe it's not there and just go with the flow. Because when I started, I don't know how many times I had to do videos because I didn't like it. I didn't like how my voice sounded. I was nervous. I messed up lines. Mind you, the lines is me off the top of my head. I don't have a teleprompt. Like I do it off the top of my head, everything. All my lines are from the top of my head. And I call myself stuttering. I'm like, why am I nervous? Because this is something I say this to my people. Like I talk to my people in person and I say funny things like this in front of my people. Like, why am I stuttering when I've been doing this all my life, talking to
What
people.
you do?
And I'm like, I call myself like, "Nah, I can't do this no more." And I just started doing it and started in 2024. And then now I got over 100,000 followers now. So it's just, you could, you could be the next YouTube sensation and you don't even know it. You know why? Because you haven't tried it. Nowadays, it's so easy to go viral. And people enjoy food. People like to watch the preparation and presentation of food. People enjoy it. They truly enjoy it.
I just want to be myself while doing so. I don't want to have to fake it. Like every time I even think about doing it, I'll be like, oh, I gotta write a script. I gotta worry about this. And just listening to you, I know I'm thinking way too much into it.
Don't overthink it because at the end of the day, your content is genuine because you remain being yourself. You're gonna be Chef Wo. You're gonna be, like I said, you don't change. Time changes, you don't, because you remain the same person. The same way that your content is gonna be because you are who you are. You're a real person and you don't change. Just go with the flow. Create your YouTube channel. It starts with that. I guarantee you, you see your YouTube channel and you're gonna see no videos. You're gonna be like, today's gonna be the day. Like I have to put something on my channel. I made it. I might as well put something on it. I'm not gonna have it just for kicks and shits and giggle. And I know seeing your channel empty and be like, all right, today's the day. I'm gonna uh how to season this. A short. We could do a short. A little clip of how you season something. And it starts with that. And after that, you who knows, you get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, and then from there to motivate you to skyrocket. And whatever you need from me, I'm here to help you. Whatever you need, I'm here to help you. Share it, whatever you need, I'm here.
I appreciate it.
But we definitely got to do an episode two of you in the kitchen. We want to see your setup. We want to see how the vibe is in there. We want to see from like a POV, like, oh, hold on, let me see this kitchen. We want to see what was going on in there with you and how Chef Will prepares her stuff. I know it's a whole vibe. I know you got a vibe in there. I already know you do.
You
Good
got
music, good
to.
lighting. I already know you do. You got good music and good lighting. I already know.
Those are two things you gotta have. Like you figure like the lighting just for like food purposes, not even necessarily content, but the music I feel like sets off the food. So this is why I say like a lot of times when I do uh I've done dates, like date nights, and most of these people, like, you can tell, like, that's not familiar to people. So when I set it up, I make sure like the whole thing is good. So from you sitting down to the table, me setting up the food, uh, having a playlist, uh, pairing the drinks with the food, if you into 420 friendly stuff, I do infused stuff. So it all depends on what your vibe is. You tell me your dietary needs and issues, just to make sure that everything is safe and to par, because a lot of times people go out and they know they're allergic to stuff, but they want the experience so bad that they willing to get sick. When I hear people talk about, I bring an EpiPen, I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. We can work around that. Like, I don't want you to die to eat, but
No,
I get it.
no.
Most people are willing to go the extra mile for some good food, but I don't want nobody to have to go that far. So I'm always willing to work within your means and bounds and things of that nature.
No, and we definitely, hopefully, if time permits, we'll go around and take a look at how you do things. Or if we catch you preparing a meal or something one day, we could put it on the live and we can have people see how you prepare your meals, how you plate it, your presentation. And if people have any questions for you, maybe if you have the time, you can answer some questions because there's always people that are curious to know how to do this, how to season this, and maybe you can have a Q and A with the people if you have time. Take a couple of questions next time.
No, definitely, definitely. Like at the end of the day, anything I can do to help somebody else fill their belly and maybe even help the next generation of people that want to fill their belly always brings me joy. So anything I can do to help somebody, I'm definitely with it.
Are you okay if I leave your Instagram link when I'm done when I end this live when I edit the video? Can I leave your Block Eats page on the bottom so people can go and check it out? And if you have the link to the menu as well, I want to put the menu in there so people can start checking it out as well. People that live in the Bronx or people that don't live in the Bronx, give it doesn't hurt to just look at her menu. It doesn't hurt. Just take a look at it
Nah,
and
I
see what
don't
you
have
like.
to look at the menu. And you never know, you might just want to come out to the Bronx and get you some food if you're willing to drive. But if you make it worth my while, I drive. So I definitely pull up on you if you want me to.
And one last thing before we end this live, if you can give the youth some type of advice on a career that they're pursuing, what would be your advice on something that they're pursuing, a career or something that they really want, but they're scared to go get it? What would be your advice?
Uh, if they're pursuing a career, like at the end of the day, I'll keep it subtle. Whatever you want to pursue, if you put your best foot forward, you can't say you didn't put your all into it. So even if you have to move on to something else or try something else, because normally you can go 100% with something and then realize like, oh, I think I want to do this. But to have different uh trades and job titles under your belt, I don't see nothing wrong with that either. We grew up in a time where, oh, you do this one job for the rest of your life and that was that. Now, this generation or the future generations, you can, as they used to call it, a jack of all trades and a master of none. I say master all of them shits. Go for the goal, and wherever that goal takes you, just keep going. Just don't stay stagnant.
Absolutely. And we definitely gonna set up for an episode two. And we're definitely gonna coordinate behind the scenes. I thank you for your time, Chef Wu. I appreciate you taking time out of your day
I
to
appreciate
talk to
you.
me, talk to the people. And this is also your platform. Whenever you want to come on here and talk, cook, whatever you want to do, advice, Q&A, my platform is most definitely your platform.
I appreciate you. I really do.
And I'm gonna leave her Instagram page, her business page, and I'm gonna also try to leave a link in the description of her Valentine's Day menu. I really, really encourage you to support. We support McDonald's and we support these other subpar restaurants. We should try to support somebody that's doing it from the home and really hustling to make this go to the next level. So let's try to support her. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you for
Well,
thank you
thank
for
you.
coming on.
Thank you, people.
All right, bye bye.